Hello everybody, it's Monday. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Let's get into some Bitcoin price action. There's been a obvious jump that's gone up on the lower frames, and the reason for this is to follow. Okay, so the 2048, which is the dominant trend direction, is working itself out as predicted over a month ago. Okay, so when I say over a month ago, I looked down at the time at the bottom of the environment here. So from the middle of June, more or less, we said that it was going to be within this white box range. It could have gone anywhere. It could have dumped. It could have skyrocketed. But instead, pardon me, it crawled along these environments and is now finally entering the white box arena I've been so patiently waiting for it to do. Okay, so to get a zoom in on that, we go down to the 5-1. And once again, could have gone anywhere. But we identified where it wouldn't go. And by doing that, we identified where it would go. Okay, so that area over there was the highest probability, and it's now fulfilling its role in the realm of market responsibilities to find its next turning point and then move on down. Okay, this is quite a mess. I'm not sure what happened here. All right, so it came in rather early over there, which is quite interesting. Okay, so what happens when you see something like this? Well, you have a look to see what happened here, and the option 1 for the cube root mixed in with the 0.5 from the price, mixed in with the switch on the oscillator, okay, pretty much was the reason this turned around. Now, what I'm pretty interested to see is how early this is turned, which means that we're going to have pretty interesting travel to the upside. So if I put my next turning point down, I go to resonance ring to correctly scale it. I'm going to go to large. That looks good. So what I'm looking for is the confluence prior to this turning point. Actually, when I do that, it seems to me as if we could be misidentifying these too soon. Now, when you're working with cycles, you've got your start of the cycle and the end of a cycle. In between, the market's got to correctly space the turning points. Otherwise, you're going to have turning points 2 bundled up in one arena, and then consolidating market to counter the overexcited energy. So when I see this, it looks to me as if we misidentified a turning point because of the information that I'm reading from the resonance circle. So I want to delete 8. I'm going to delete 7 as well and bring 6 across, giving us some spatial forgiveness, if you want to call it that, to allow the market to come and form at 7, 8, 9, and 10, wherever that may be. And that will happen, of course, over the next week. So just looking at 6, put that into the resonance ring, and I'll use the scaling on the side just to move it into position. That looks best. So let's knock out where it's not going to go. Well, clearly anywhere before here. Anywhere underneath there, because it's already been. And I don't think it'll be going further than this or outside of there. So our realm of possibility is within this arena, more or less. There could be a run to the upside. I'm not holding my breath though. So I'm also going to take that out of our reality for now and see what we have left. Okay, so from the top, trend direction. If it's to remain an uptrend, reason I say uptrend is because 6 is above 4. Price would need to break 5. Okay, so that's an uptrend definition. You got higher highs or higher lows, just the way it works. So maybe it supersedes 5. All right, so 5 is back there. taking us into this region of 25,000 over the next day or so. 20-point spacing. Well, we've already identified that the market's been a bit of a difficult one for the untrained eye, but with this long move to 5 and 6, we could have a 7 forming over here, and then the rest will unfold. Still not the best market conditions as it's pretty consolidated. It is what it is though. Scaling. We've identified with the resonance ring. It's outside of kill zone, and kill zone supported our scaling. Time, we've got, I'd say, 125, which is somewhere in the middle here, and that works with cube root. So I'm just looking at putting my marker around about here. Oscillator, it's open and up, which is cool. Price, 0.5, which is over there. Support, it's the 1/2, and resistance, arc 5. Okay, so about this bit of information, it looks as if we're going to be there in a day. So up to 24,800 within a day is what this looks like. All right, so down to the 32. Okay, so 10 into 1. By the way, if you look at the resonance of this environment, there is bound to be a pretty energetic move after all of that build-up. They kind of got stuck here for a while. And naturally after this, if you look at the TTI up here, then, well, maybe I should identify that a bit better. So if you look at that TTI, you've got up, 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 and up. And when you see this long consolidated move, the only option it really had afterwards was to go up. So to anyone who got in at the 23,000 mark and has risen the $700 to the upside, congratulations, well deserved. Let's see what happens next over here. Starting off with my scaling, as I want to ensure that we've got that correct. Yep, it looks pretty on point to me. Over here is great connection, over here is great connection, over there is great connection, over there is great connection, great connection, great connection, and then kill zone, zigzag, boom. All right, so pretty good play. In fact, anyone who got into this, congratulations. For me, it was Sunday, so I was with my family. I didn't necessarily sit on the charts, but today is definitely a new day. Yeah, I'd say let's just wait for it to kind of, I'm not going to get it now. It's already, I've missed this move, so I'll wait for the next one. Let this one figure itself out, and then we can move in from there. I'm not going to get into the lower frames. That is more for the day traders. So I'm going to leave it here. Hope you have a great day further, guys, and I'll catch up with you later. Ciao for now.